What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Zay Moolah Sports Podcast, baby. And we are live. And as y'all can tell by the passion and energy that's in my voice, y'all, I'm super happy. I'm super happy and I'm super ecstatic because my Tennessee Titans, baby, wow. Y'all see the title of this live stream, man. The Tennessee Titans steal the show on opening day of free agency, on the official day, of free agency, because as y'all know, today is a new league year, and technically this is the first day of free agency. Obviously, as y'all also know, that the tampering period started on Monday, so a lot of us see that the legal tampering period as being the first day of free agency, but today is the first day of free agency. And wow, Rand Carthon, smooth operator himself, man. Sade, y'all remember that song about Sade, smooth operator? Well, this man is a smooth operator. Because wow, the Tennessee Titans, y'all see him on y'all screen. Welcome to Tennessee, Calvin. The Tennessee Titans signed former Atlanta Falcons and former Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver Calvin freaking Ridley. Are you kidding me, y'all? Are you kidding me? I came on here yesterday and I told y'all, I said, we don't have a shot against Calvin Ridley because he's either going back to the Jaguars or he's going to the New England Patriots. But Rand Carthon did not show his hand, y'all. This is what great GMs do. You don't show your hand. And he did not show his hand. We had no idea that this man was working behind the scenes trying to acquire Calvin Ridley. And oh my goodness, y'all. Rand Carthon, this man is cooking. He is doing his thing. I told everyone, just calm down, be patient. A lot of people were so upset that we didn't sign anybody yesterday. I said, just be patient, okay? Because I had a feeling that big moves are going to happen. I didn't think it was going to be Calvin Ridley. But I had a feeling, y'all, we were going to make a big move today. And boy, did we make a big move, bringing Calvin Ridley to Nashville, Tennessee, to form one of the best wide receiver duos in the NFL with him and Mr. DeAndre Hopkins, a.k.a. D-Hop, a.k.a. Nuke. Oh, my gosh, y'all. Now, the Titans also made some other small signings that we'll get into later. But right now, y'all, we have to talk about Calvin freaking Ridley. Because, wow. And we signed Calvin Ridley about 3 hours ago, y'all. And I'm still surprised that this man is on our football team. I really am. Because I really thought he was going back to the Jaguars and he was signing with the New England Patriots. But Rand Carthon had another trick up his sleeve. So, y'all, let's talk about it. Calvin Ridley, wide receiver, like I said, formerly of the Atlanta Falcons and also formerly of the Jacksonville Jaguars. His contract is a 4-year, $92 million deal with $50 million being guaranteed. Now, some people see that contract and they're like, that's an overpay. Y'all, no, it's not, okay? $23 million, listen. With the way that contract, I can already see what the details look like in that contract because I'm pretty sure that the cap hits are going to be a whole lot lower than what people are going to be expecting. So you look at it on face value, like $23 million a year. But I'm telling y'all, the way that we are going to probably structure that contract, the cap hits are going to be super low. So I love that. And then, y'all, $50 million is guaranteed. So it's really like half of the contract is guaranteed, right? $50 million is guaranteed. The other $42 million isn't. So if for whatever reason Calvin really wasn't to play well, we could probably get out of it in 2 years. But I think he's going to be a great player on this team and an amazing weapon for Will Levis. Y'all see, I'm just super excited right now. What he brings to the team, though, really brings speed and explosiveness to the Titans. Two things that they have lacked. He can consistently get open. It gives the Titans a great number 2 wide receiver. Amazing job by Rand Carthon. Y'all, when you look at Calvin Ridley, talking about a guy that's turning 30 in December. I know some people are like, well, he's old, but y'all, he isn't. He's only played 66 career games. And the reason he hasn't played a lot of games is because obviously, you know, in 2022, he was suspended. Go back a year, 2021. He left the Falcons to step away to focus on his mental health. So this is a guy that even though he's almost 30 years old, he's really fresh, y'all, because he hasn't played that many games. I mean, think about it. He's been in the league since 2018 and has only played 66 games. So That's amazing. He should be fresh. He should be ready to go. We saw what he did last year against the Titans. So trust me, I'm not worried about his age whatsoever. But you're talking about a guy, y'all, that can consistently get open, which is what this team has desperately needed. You look at last year, DeAndre Hopkins was the only wide receiver on this team, really the only player, even at tight end, but he was the only wide receiver on this team, y'all, that could consistently get open, could consistently make his man miss, could consistently catch the football, right? We didn't have that. We had Nick Westbrook-Akine and Chris Moore and all these other guys. No, Calvin Ridley is a bona fide number 2 wide receiver. Some people even say he's a number 1 wide receiver, but because we got D-Hop, I think he's going to be a number 2. But really, it's 1A, 1B with him and D-Hop. But y'all, this is amazing. This is what this team needed. And Rand Carthon, as the old people say, word is your bond. And he was a man of his word, y'all, because he said at the NFL Combine that the Titans were going to add playmakers to help support Will Levis. And look at what we have done, y'all. Added a playmaker, Calvin Ridley. You know we're not done yet because we still can add a playmaker in the draft. We probably will, and we need to, right? We still need to add another receiver. But you're looking at now, you have a wide receiver room, DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, and now Treylon Burks, for right now, is a number 3 wide receiver. And this is, if Treylon Burks stays healthy, y'all, this should be a good thing for him, right? Because now he doesn't have the expectations that he did his rookie year in 2022, last year, his second year in 2023. Because in 2022, he was, obviously lucky to be our AJ Brown replacement. That's what everyone thought he was going to be. That didn't work out. He dealt with a lot of injuries his rookie year. Everyone thought he was going to be like AJ because we know AJ in his rookie year, AJ had 1,051 yards, 8 touchdowns. People thought we were going to get that same production from Treylon Burks. Well, we didn't. But now he's wide receiver 3 as of right now. Again, we still could sign another receiver. We're probably going to draft one. But even if Treylon Burks remains wide receiver number 3 on this team, y'all, that's a great thing. That is a great thing because Treylon Burks, he's now going to be going against the 3rd best corner. Now, some teams have amazing cornerback trios, but for the team that don't, this is great. And you're also talking about now, listen, y'all, he's going to be playing for a head coach that is an offensive-minded head coach. So I think Brian Callahan is going to put Treylon Burks in position to be successful. It's really going to be up to Treylon Burks as to what he does with that, right? Because I really think Brian Callahan is going to put him in situations to go out there and make plays to get open. It's just going to be up to Treylon Burks whether he can do that or not, y'all. But wow, this is an amazing signing. Calvin Ridley was somebody that was on my Titans wish list. I posted a couple days ago in the community tab. If y'all saw it, Calvin Ridley was one of the names on that wish list. And wow, man, God answered my prayer because I really wanted Calvin Ridley on this football team because I know this team really needs speed and explosiveness, and we have that. Now, we have Calvin Ridley, we have Tajay Spears, we have Tony Pollard. 3 dudes, y'all, that are so fast, that are so athletic, that are so explosive, that are so shifty. All you got to do is get the ball in those guys' hands and watch them do their thing. And so, wow. After yesterday, the Titans did not sign anyone. Look at what we did today, y'all. We land the best wide receiver on the market, Calvin Ridley. And now you start to look at this offense. It's shaping in the form, y'all. You got Will Levis, you got Tajay Spears, you got Tony Pollard, DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, Chig Okongbo. Right, and Chig, we're expecting him to take a jump this year. We thought he was going to do it last season. He came on strong at the end, right? He struggled most of the season, but at the end, came on really strong. Well, now, again, kind of like with Treylon Burks, you're playing for an offensive-minded head coach. So the schemes that we did under Mike Vrabel, they're long gone, y'all. You forget about that. So Chig should play better as well. So you have him. And then now we have Lloyd Cushenberry, Peter Skoronski. And we still can add a tackle on free agency potentially and in the draft. So you're starting to look at this offense, y'all. And you're like, man, this offense, it looks like it's going to be pretty doggone good, y'all. And that is great for us because since the Titans have been in existence since 1999, y'all, we have never had an explosive offense. The only time we had an explosive offense was in 2020. And look what happened. When it was time to put up points, in the playoffs against the Ravens, we couldn't do that. We scored 13 points. But now, and even with that team, y'all, even that 2020 team, that we still were a run first, play action football team. This is different. We're gonna be a pass first, and not just we're passing because we have to, or we're passing because we want to keep the defense honest, or we're passing because we're trying to set up our play action game. No, not because of that. Okay, we're gonna be passing the ball because we're gonna be a pass first offense. And we knew when we hired Brian Callahan to be our head coach, this was the direction we were heading in. Now we can really head in that direction because, man, Calvin Ridley, y'all. I mean, my gosh. Okay, for those that aren't familiar with Calvin Ridley's game, please go look at his highlights. And you will see, yeah, the Titans don't have a dude like this. The Titans don't have a dude like this on their roster. But now we do, man. Wow, Rand Carthon, you are killing it, my man. Lloyd Cushenberry, Shadobi Awuzie, Kenneth Murray, now Calvin Ridley, Tony Pollard. Y'all, this team, you can see it. You can see it. Now, we still got to make some moves, right? We still got a lot of needs on defense. But, and I'll talk about this here in a minute, but, y'all, we still got a lot of salary cap to fill those holes. So, I love where we are right now. I really do. I really, 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 really do. This is not your old Tennessee Titans anymore. It's a new era. And everyone knew it, but now we're actually seeing it, y'all. We're seeing it. We kept hearing it. It's a new era. It's a new era. But now we're actually seeing it. And Calvin Ridley makes this offense so dynamic, man. You got him and DeAndre Hopkins at receiver, and we still can add more. Oh, my gosh, y'all. This team should easily be averaging at least 255 plus passing yards per game. And we are gonna have games, y'all. We're gonna be throwing at that. Like I'm saying, we're gonna be throwing it for real. I think every game we're gonna be throwing it, but there are gonna be some games we're probably gonna have like 330, 350 passing yards. Think about it. The Tennessee Titans, a team that's always just run the ball consistently, is going to have games where we put up 330 yards of passing offense on defenses because that's the team that we're going to be from here on out. So, wow. I mean, y'all, it's just, I mean, what more can I say? Rand Carthon, I told people, relax, right? Relax. You got to have patience. And look, we got Calvin Ridley, the best wide receiver in free agency, the best guy that was on the market, and we got him. Yeah, it's a great day for us. Titans making moves. Yeah, we making moves. And I told people, I had a feeling that today it was going to be a big move. I just didn't think it was going to be Calvin Ridley, but I had a feeling. I was like, today we're going to make a big move because there was a report that came out earlier this morning saying that the Titans were going to be sending head coach Brian Callahan and GM Rand Carthon to Georgia's Pro Day today. But then, probably like an hour later, it got reported that Rand Carthon and Brian Callahan were going to be staying at the Titans facility to continue to continue to do their due diligence on this free agency class. And so when I heard it, I'm like, yeah, they have something up their sleeve. And man, Rand Carthon, you did it, my brother. You did it. All right, y'all. So look at that. Look at that picture right there. That's our new wide receiver duo, man. DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley. How y'all feel, man? Woo, look at Calvin Ridley already in the Titans jersey. But wow. Look at that, y'all. D-Hop and Calvin Ridley. Man, the Tennessee Titans are going to have a really, 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 really good offense. And they're going to be able to throw the ball. Like, wow. Never thought you would describe the Tennessee Titans as being a passing team. But that's where we're going to be. Cannot wait to see these boys do their thing, y'all. And then lastly, before I get to the other signs, man, look at that. Will Levis, Tajay Spears, DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, Tony Pollard. That's a good offense right there, y'all. right? And that picture does not include Chig. And that picture also does not include whoever else we could sign in free agency at wide receiver and whoever else we might draft. So this is a really good starter. This is a good offense with Tajay. You got two running backs in Tajay and Tony Pollard that can catch the football. They're both fast, both elusive. And you got two wide receivers that can consistently get open. One of them, DeAndre Hopkins not the fastest guy, but he's still a downfield threat. Calvin Ridley is a major downfield threat, very fast, and both of them can catch the football consistently. Y'all, let's freaking go, man. Let's freaking go. Titans fans, how we feeling? As y'all can see, I'm on cloud nine, man. I'm on cloud nine. Because, this is what we needed right here, baby. And I'm so glad we got Calvin Ridley. We stole the show today. Because I seen it. Man, all them Jaguars fans, all the Patriots fans, I've seen y'all on X, on Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I still call it Twitter, but X. Y'all are upset, huh? Because you thought you were going to get Calvin Ridley. But no, my man Rand Carthon. Smooth operator, baby. Smooth operator. He did not show his hand to y'all. So you didn't know. Y'all didn't know. Rand Carthon, he was back there cooking in that kitchen. And he was cooking up, signing Calvin Ridley. Y'all didn't know that. And that's why it was a surprise to all of us. But it really surprised those Jaguars and those Patriots fans because they did not see this coming. But boom, baby, here we are. And great, this is another great thing. And we're going to touch on the other moves the Titans are made today / re-signing. But, y'all, this is a big deal as well because now Calvin Ridley is no longer on the Jaguars, which is great because in the two games that we faced the Jaguars last year, Calvin Ridley absolutely lit us up, man. He lit us up in both of those games. So now he's on the other side, right? He's with the good guys. So now instead of having to face Calvin Ridley, he's on our side, and the Jaguars will have to deal with this, man. They will have to deal with him and D-Hop and Will Levis, Tajay, and Tony Pollard, man. Let's freaking go, baby. Tennessee Titans making moves, not playing around with y'all. Are we a Super Bowl team? No. But could we make the playoffs next year? Yes. Now, again, like I said, we still got to make some moves on defense. We really do. We still need a corner. We need a safety. We need a linebacker. We need an edge rusher. We need a defensive tackle. But we had the money to make it work. And we still got the draft coming up next month, y'all. So it's not over yet. Like I said last night, it's going to be a long process. Okay, what this team looks like today, March 13th, is not going to be what it looks like come September when the season starts. So remember, Titans fans, continue to be patient. But, man, we are stepping in the right direction. So, y'all, let's talk about the other little smaller moves the Titans made today. So, we re-signed kicker Nick Folk. We signed quarterback Mason Rudolph. And we tender linebacker Jack Gibbons. Now, Nick Folk makes a ton of sense. I know Nick Folk is geared to be 40. But we know, man, he was just amazing for us. The best kicker we've had in years since Rob Baronis. May he rest in peace. But just makes sense. Now, I do think the Titans probably we won't draft a kicker, but don't be surprised if we sign a young kicker just to have somebody for the future. But Nick Folk is still an elite kicker. I mean, y'all, he only missed one field goal for us this year. One. So 29-30. And now hopefully we won't have to rely on Nick Folk. Hopefully we won't see him on the field as much because instead of kicking all those field goals like we did last year, hopefully y'all this season we'll be scoring more touchdowns, right? So that would be great. But yeah, bringing Nick Folk back, have no problem with that. Again, he is getting ready to be 40 in November, and that's why, like I said, I think the Titans will sign a younger kicker. But right now, he is still the best kicker. I mean, he's still the best kicker option for us. So no problem with this at all. We signed quarterback Mason Rudolph, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mason Rudolph, y'all, I like this signing a lot. I did want Gardner Minshew to be our backup quarterback, but the Raiders signed him. They gave him almost $14 million. So that was, a little bit too much for us. But Mason Rudolph, we saw what he did for the Steelers last year. He led them to the playoffs. I like this a lot. He's he's somewhat a veteran. I mean, he's 28 years old, but he's played before. He has experience. And I think Will Levis can learn a lot of things from him. This does mean that, Malik Willis is more than likely off the team. We saw this coming anyways, but Mason Rudolph is a solid backup, and hopefully, kind of like with Nick Folk, hopefully we won't have to see Mason Rudolph because Will Levis will be able to keep him healthy. But if Will Levis was to miss a game or two, man, Mason Rudolph could definitely hold down the fort. And then lastly, y'all, we tendered linebacker Jack Gibbons. I mean, I'm not surprised by this. Now, Jack Gibbons definitely wasn't great last year. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. And we need a linebacker, right? We still need a linebacker. So ideally, Jack Gibbons is your number 3 linebacker. Right now, he's probably the number 1. I think the Titans probably like him more than Kendrick Murray, but still 1 or 2, it's not good. Jack Gibbons needs to be your 3rd linebacker, so we still need another linebacker, but we did tender him, so that's good. I mean, Jack Gibbons is not bad. He's just not great, and he's just not starting material, but as a number 3 linebacker, I like it. Y'all, before I get up out of here, we'll just mention some rumors, or excuse me, I mentioned some rumors. So again, like I said on last night, the Titans are very interested in cornerback L'Jarius Sneed of the Kansas City Chiefs. I hope we get that done. I don't know what kind of compensation they would want for L'Jarius Sneed, but y'all, we have L'Jarius Sneed, Chidobe Awuzie, and Roger McCreary. That is a very, very, very good cornerback core. And then also on last night, and I'll state it again, the Titans are interested in former Broncos safety Justin Simmons. So I would love if we sign Justin Simmons. I know he's going to be 31, but he's still productive. This dude literally was an all-pro this past season. So I would love to get Justin Simmons. Y'all, can you imagine if we have Justin Simmons, Amani Hooker, L'Jarius Sneed, Chidobe Awuzie, and Roger McCreary all in the same secondary? I mean, that is one of the best secondaries in the league. And you talk about what a major transformation that would be for us, because we would go from having one of the worst secondaries in the league in 2023 to have one of the best secondaries in the league in 2024. So I would love that. I really hope we can get that done. Other rumors, y'all, the Titans are interested. You see, we're interested in a lot of players, but we're interested in former San Francisco 49ers D lineman Eric Armstead. Obviously, him and Rand Carthon have ties. Rand Carthon used to be a part of the San Francisco 49ers management. So they already have a good relationship there. And I would love it. We lost to Nico Autry, and Eric Armstead can be our Nico Autry. He's a little bit younger because he only going to be 31. He's 6'7", y'all, has great length, great size, great versatility. He can play inside and out the way Nico Autry did for us. So I would love that. I mean, you got Eric Armstead next to Big Jeff Simmons. That's a lot to deal with. I still hope that we can maybe get DJ Reader as well. But, oh, my gosh, we get DJ Reader and Eric Armstead. Woo, man, we were finna be eating on that defensive line. But, yeah, y'all, we're interested in Eric Armstead. And then these are not rumors. These are actually, this is stuff that's factual. But the Titans will be meeting with Chase Young and Jerome Baker on tomorrow. So we'll see what it looks like in terms of those meetings, and if they go well, if we end up signing them. Jerome Baker's a must get, I think, y'all, because the linebacker market is dried up. Bobby Wagner today, he signed with the Washington Commanders. So what linebackers out there really, right? Willie Gay is gone. Patrick Queen is gone. Bobby Wagner is gone. Josie Jewell is gone. So there's not too many linebackers out there. And Jerome Baker is still good. I know the Dolphins cut him, but they didn't cut him because of his performance. They cut him because they just do not have the salary cap space they did not have the salary cap space to be able to retain him, because obviously, the Dolphins, they got to pay Tua, and they're paying Tyreek Hill a lot. They're just paying a lot of guys, a good amount of money. So they did not cut Jerome Baker because of performance. They cut him because they simply cannot afford him any longer. But I would love if we could get Jerome Baker. Chase Young, I would be willing to do it, but I would only give him like maybe $6, $7, $8 million. And it has to be a 1 year deal, like a 1 year, $7, $8 million deal. I would be down for it. We know Chase Young, his rookie year, we know he did back in 2020 was amazing. Ever since then, man, he's dealt with injury and inconsistency. We remember what he did in the NFC Championship game against the Lions last month, where he pretty much he gave up. Y'all, I mean, we all remember seeing that. He gave him on that play when Jahmyr Gibbs scored that touchdown, and Chase Young could have tackled him, but he just gave up on the play. But I do think that with our new defensive coordinator, Nard Wilson, this is what I was saying yesterday with Kenneth Murray. I really feel like Kenneth Murray, with our new defensive coordinator, Nard Wilson, could take his game to another level. I think Chase Young can as well, because the Nard Wilson, y'all, I feel like this dude is just so energetic, man. He's so fiery, and he's going to bring that passion that this defense really needs. Like Shane Bourne, let's be honest, Shane Bourne, like we had, a couple solid years with Shane Bowen in 2021 and 2022, but Shane Bowen did not bring the energy that this defense needed. Dude, I'm telling y'all are going to see Denard Wilson when we start practice. Denard Wilson is going to be out there, the defense, man. He's probably going to be trash talking to the offense. Like, this dude brings so much energy that this team needs. And so I really think Denard Wilson, I think he could change Chase Young and get Chase Young to be more consistent and play with more effort. So if the price is right, if the price is right, y'all, I would be down for Chase Young. But I really want us to get Eric Armstead. I really want us to get Jerome Baker. And I really want us to get Justin Simmons as well. And then I wouldn't mind if we trade for L'Jarius Sneed, but it's going to depend on what the draft compensation is looking like. But yeah, y'all, the Tennessee Titans, baby. Yeah, them doggone Titans. The team that a lot of people like to overlook. Well, hey, you can't overlook us today because the Titans steal the show on the official day of free agency. And wow, Rand Carthon, once again, y'all, let's clap once again for our GM, Rand Carthon. I mean, wow, this man, smooth operator, Sade. For those that know, y'all know. But let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. The Tennessee Titans, baby. Things are pointing up for this team. We still got a lot of holes. Like I said earlier, we got a lot of holes on this roster. But y'all, you can see it. This team could definitely compete. This year. Now, again, we're a Super Bowl team, no. But we could be a playoff team. It's going to be tough because the AFC is super competitive. It's loaded. It's kind of like the Western Conference in the NBA, right? In the NBA, the Western Conference is really low. That's why my Lakers, even though we're 6 games above 500, we're in the 9th seed, right? Because the Western Conference is super loaded. And in the NFL, y'all, the AFC, the conference is super loaded. You got so many good teams, man. The Browns, the Ravens, the Bengals, even the Steelers, right? That's all the AFC North. Then you look at the AFC South, right? You got the Jaguars, you got the Texans, you got the Colts. AFC West, obviously, the Chiefs. They reign supreme. And then AFC East, you still got the Bills, and you got the Dolphins. And then the Jets, we'll see, what they do. We'll see what Aaron Rodgers looks like. So the AFC is super competitive, y'all. But I'll tell you what, the Titans, we're going to have something to say. We are going to have something to say. I think when it's all said and done, we are going to have something to say. And I'm happy about it. Because, y'all, this is how you run an NFL team. This is how you do it right here, okay? John Robinson, hey, man, this is how you run an NFL team, baby. Okay? This is how you do it. Rand Carthon is doing that doggone thing. Off topic, but are there any teams you think are going to be worse than they were last year? Well, in the AFC, I mean, I would say the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos won 8 games. I don't let them win 8 games this coming up season. And that's really it. I mean, maybe the Colts, but the Colts won 9 games. But outside of that, I don't really think any team is going to be worse. And then the Bills, okay, and then probably the Bills. Okay, yeah. So I would say the Colts, Bills, and the Broncos. Because I don't know if the Bills won 11 games. I don't know. I don't see the Bills winning 11 games this year. And I honestly, with all the cuts that they had, all the cuts that they had to make because they had to get under the salary cap. Yeah, I don't see the Bills. I don't see the Bills being an 11-win team. And then in the NFC, I would say worse. Vikings. Probably Saints. And then honestly, this ain't me, being biased or nothing, but I would say the Cowboys, because the Cowboys, man, I know I just heard about 10 minutes ago that Eric Kendricks decided to sign with them instead of the 49ers, but the Cowboys have not made any moves, and they've lost a lot of players. So I would say, yeah, in the AFC, Bills, Colts, and Broncos, and then the NFC, Cowboys, Seahawks, and Saints. Just based on how things look right now. But it's still early to tell. But based on how things look right now, those are the teams I say that will be worse than they were last season. We don't want to be the Titans. Yes, this team's already better. Yes, yeah. I would say we're in a better spot than we were last year. We in a better spot than we were last year already. But we still got a long way to go though. Got a lot of needs to fill. Got a long way to go. But I have full trust of Rand Carthon to get this job done. So there y'all have it, man. That was me recapping the Tennessee Titans stealing the show on the official day of free agency. Like I said, the reason I say official is because today really is the first day of free agency, but we all know that really Monday was the first day because that legal tampering period, bro. Those players have been talking to those teams 2-3 weeks in advance. So they're not really tampering, quote unquote, with them. But there y'all have it, man. Woo! Super fired up about where my team is going. Remember, laughter is good medicine, so make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm an ending man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.